And now this DJ's music library is organized completely by genres. I'm gonna restore and organize this DJ's music library from this to this, all inside this video. But before we do that, we're gonna just scan this music library to see if there's any duplicates inside it. Right, so we've selected our music library, music array, and it's gonna put all the duplicates inside a duplicates folder inside that music library. So we're just gonna click start. All right, so that scan's finished. So let's have a look at some of these files. So if we have a look at this, so I am blessed, dirty, clean. So these top two ones, it's matched the dirty and the clean. So we're gonna exclude this one and this one as well. But these ones, bust down, copy, Mama stay, yep, all good, all good. Page 2, all good, all good. And then page 3 is looking cool as well. So this is gonna save 194.58 megabytes. So we're gonna click move down here, and that's gonna move 22 duplicate files into the duplicate folder. So what we're gonna do now is just find that duplicates folder and delete it. Now that's cleared up all that space. Right, so inside Serato, we're just gonna pull in the music library. So we're gonna go to music and then music array and drag this in. That's in Serato now. So let's quickly have a look at the Serato 2024 crate structure. So in here, we're gonna have all our main genres. So it's gonna be a central location for the DJ. So if they wanna play, I don't know, hip hop music, they can come into here. If they wanna play pop music, they can come into here. But we wanna make sure that all their tracks are inside this crate structure. So the first thing we're gonna do is create a new folder structure, because if we have a look at the DJ's current folder structure, it is just a mess. It's just a bunch of folders with artist names, and I don't think this is sustainable for organizing. So we're gonna come out of this, and we're just gonna go new library like this. And then inside here, we're gonna organize by file format. So if we go back into Serato, I have this smart crate set up here with all the different file formats. So we've got FLAC, where there's no tracks in here, MP4, AIF, AIF with 1F, M4As, WAV, and MP3s. We're only gonna be organizing the MP3s in this because MP3s are the most common file format for most DJs. So what we're gonna do first is just move all these tracks into their correct file format folders. So if I open back up Finder, and over here, I'm just gonna go grab, and I'm just gonna drag this over here. So these are the file format folders. So if I go back into Serato now and just click this and go to new library, we can now see all our file formats inside Serato. So all we need to do now is just drag all these tracks into the correct file format. So inside FLAC, there's nothing, MP4, nothing, AIF, nothing, AIF with an F, there's something. So we're just gonna go AIF in here, and we're gonna move that over. Then we got M4As, I'm just gonna pull that into here. So we've got 2,400 tracks of that. So we're gonna move that over. WAV files, I'm gonna pick these up and put them inside WAV. And then the most important folder, MP3, I'm gonna pick these all up and drag these into MP3. Right, so that's all the MP3s done. So if we go back to the file formats now, we can see that all the MP3s are in here, all the M4As are in here, and then all the WAV files are in here, etc, etc. So now we've moved all our music files out of the old folder structure into this. So already this is looking a bit cleaner, but what we need to do now is organize it a lot further, but we're gonna need to do some cleaning up inside Serato. So the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna take out any tracks that are not MP3s out of Serato, because we're not organizing those. So I'm just going to go into each file format. Actually, first of all, let's clear any of the colors. So let's get rid of all these red and green track, highlight that. I'm just gonna put that as blank. And then what we're gonna do, so any files that are not MP3s, we're gonna highlight as red, M4As as red, set the WAVs as red, MP3s we're gonna keep. And then what we're gonna do is gonna go to all audio and then all of this. So any red tracks, we're just gonna take out of Serato. The only tracks we have inside our music library are MP3s. So you can see all the MP3s in here. We have no WAVs, no M4As, no AIFs, no AIF, no MP4s, and no FLAC. So the tracks are still organized into here, but we're just gonna dive deeper into the MP3s and organize them a lot more. What we want is we want to have all our genres and all our tracks inside here. So if you're a DJ and you wanna DJ some house music, you can go into here and all your house music is in here. And then say for example you wanna play some pop, you wanna play some pop in here. So let me just give you an example of what's going inside this library. So if I go into all audio and then order this by genre, I want to show you one example in here that needs to be cleaned up. So if I scroll up to the top of Afrobeats, if you see here, we've got Afrobeats and we've got Afrobeat without an S, right? So say for example, this DJ wanted to play some Afrobeats and they wanted to play out of their Afrobeat smart crate. These tracks up here will not appear inside that smart crate. So they might be DJing and they might miss out on all these tracks. So what we want to do is we want to clean up all these genres so they all have the correct tag. So for example, what we can do is just put an S on top of this, and now all these tracks will appear inside the Afrobeats folder. So we're going to do that with all the tracks. So we're just going to go to the top and we're going to clean up some of these genres. So this one here has no genre because that's just got sample. So I'm going to clear that. So acapella is fine. Let's have a look. So African, so Burna Boy is an Afrobeats artist. So I'm gonna put Afrobeats here. So all these tracks here that have got Afro swing. So Afro swing is a UK genre, but what we're gonna do is we're gonna just clean these all up and put these as UK music, just so they go inside our UK music smart crate. So I'm gonna highlight all of these. Where is it? Right, so I'm gonna put these as UK music. So they're all sorted now. And then we've already cleaned up the Afrobeats. So we've got Amapiano here, which is fine. And all the dancehall tracks, which are fine. That's all cool. Alright, cool. And then we got some drill tracks here. Drill is a UK genre as well, so I'm gonna put UK music in here. Drum and bass is cool. We got garage. We got grime here, which is cool. And then, so hip hop is a really good one as well. So if you see here, we've got hip-hop, and then we've got hip hop without the hyphen in the middle. So these tracks won't get picked up in the smart crate. So we need to update these. So I'm gonna just highlight that and go hip hop like that. And then we're gonna scroll down, and then all these tracks should be covered like this. So hip hop is cool. And then we've got, let's go. So we've got house now. So house is all good. That's a good genre. So intro, R&B, we'll come to these later. So we got other, we got pop, R&B, cool. So we got slow jams, reggaeton. All right, cool. So what we're gonna do, so these, actually no, so UK rap is actually, so see all these here? So UK and UK rap, we're gonna clean these all up now. And I'm just gonna put UK music. So I've just done a little bit of organizing now, so that's gonna clean up a lot of the tracks. So what we're gonna do is we need to differentiate the tracks that are main genres and tracks that are not main genres, so we can then organize the non-main genres later. So I'm gonna go into main genres here, and then I'm gonna go over to the remixer column, and then every single track inside this crate needs to be marked so we know it's a main genre. So I'm just gonna highlight all of these and type in MLT. So this is gonna tag 5,466 tracks with the tag MLT, right? And then if we come into our to sort crate and we go to non-MLT genres, all these tracks in here are non-main genres, so we can go through these and sort these out. So if you have a look in here, so this is a funny one. So we got Afrobeats at the top, but it's got a space at the end, so it's not gonna get picked up. So I'm just gonna highlight all of these and then get rid of the space at the end, and that will clean that up. We've got Afro piano, which is not a genre, so we're gonna put Amapiano here. Then we got a genre here, then we got gospel, so we're gonna leave these for now. And then this one here, so Jasmine Sullivan and Lloyd, they're both R&B artists, so I'm just gonna clean these up here. And then we got 50 Cent, Foxy Brown, these are hip hop artists. Frank Ocean is R&B. Ja Rule is hip hop. NSYNC is pop. Yuna, I don't know. Kez is soca. Burna Boy is Afrobeats. So we're gonna keep the rest of those. So we got The Game, which is hip hop. Then we got Suspect is a UK artist, so I'm gonna put UK music in here. And then we got Keisha Cole, who's R&B. Then we got sound effects, and then we got the rest that are just blank genres. So we've just updated some genres. So let's go back into main genres and then order this by remixer. And you're gonna see some new blank ones that have just come into here. So I'm just gonna put MLT in here. And if I order that again and go like this, MLT. So now if we go into non-MLT genres, this is getting a lot smaller, all right? So now these tracks here that's got sound effects, we're gonna update these because we do have a sound effects smart crate in our music library. So we got this one here. So there's nothing in here at the moment. So if I go to non-MLT genres and then just go to sound effects. So we got samples and sound effects. So I'm gonna highlight all of these and I'm just gonna put sound effects. So now if you go into sound effects, which is here, they're gonna come into here and we're gonna just put in MLT into here. And now this should come out of here. So we have a lot less tracks in here. So that's sorted now. We have a crate here called no artist. So we can organize the tracks with no artists at a later date, but what we're gonna do is we're gonna just organize this by all, come to the top and then organize this by artist. And any track that doesn't have an artist, I'm just gonna put in here, no artist. This way this is organized so we can have a look at our no artists at a later date. So if you see in here, no artist is now coming to here. So if we go into non-MLT genres in here, you can see that there's not that many in here, and we're gonna scan these tracks with MLT in a bit to update all the genres. So we've also got this crate here called no genre. So you can see here that there's only one track in here with no genre. So what we need to do is any of these tracks in here, we're just gonna put no genre. So they'll come out of here, right? And then they'll go into here. So these tracks are what we need to sort out now to finish off our music library organization. So we have now inside main genres, we have a lot more tracks. So we now have a lot more hip hop inside here because we've updated the tags. We've got some amapiano in here, we've got some pop music, and we've got some R&B tracks in here as well. So now the DJ now has a central location for all their music. So when they come and DJ, they can just go, I'm coming into my R&B crate, or they can go into their pop crate, or they can go into their reggae crate and play all their tracks from here. So what we're gonna do now is we're just gonna sort out all the tracks with no genre. So in order to do that, we're gonna use MLT years and genres. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna scan all these tracks for the genre, but what I'm gonna do to show you guys some of the results that come back is I'm gonna highlight all of these and just put them into their own separate crate, because as soon as a genre comes into here, it will take out the tracks so we won't be able to see it. So all these tracks in here now have no genre, right? So I'm just going to go into no genre. I'm gonna highlight all these tracks and I'm gonna drag them over to populate genre and year. And then what it's gonna do, it's gonna go scan the years and the genres for these tracks and then update them. Obviously, it can't get every single genre and year, but it's gonna do a really good job and it's gonna help us organize our music library a lot quicker. Right, so those tracks have been scanned. So it scanned a total of 86 tracks, 81 tracks were updated and 5 tracks were not updated. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go back into Serato, click Files, and I'm gonna rescan ID free tags. And then what you're gonna start to see is these tracks start to leave this smart crate. Right, so now there's only 5 tracks that have no genre. So now if I come back into this crate that I created beforehand, you can see that these tracks in here have now been updated. So we've got some Afrobeats tracks, we've got some dance tracks, some dancehall tracks, some hip hop tracks, and then we've got a few tracks in here with obviously no genre, but we're gonna sort those out. So now, all we need to do now is go back into our main genres, and then I'm gonna go over to Remixer, and then highlight all these new tracks that have come into here. Now, if we go into non-MLT genres, so we got one track here that's Malaysian pop, so Yuna. So if we go to Google, Yuna, let's have a look. So their genres are dance and electric and then pop. So we're gonna put this artist as pop. So I'm just gonna change that to pop. And then we go to no genre, let's just have a look what's in here. So beep beep, so that seems like a sound effect. So I'm just gonna put sound effects here. And then, so we've got DJ Khaled Wild Thoughts, so that is hip hop. And then the band FRA, I don't know. So we're gonna just leave these tracks as no genre. In our to sort folder, we only have 3 tracks with no genre. We have a bunch of tracks with no artist, which the DJ can sort out at a later date. And inside here, we have 3 tracks which are non-MLT genres, but if I go into main genres and just put the remixer as MLT, you can see that these tracks have now gone. So technically there's only around about 108 tracks that the DJ needs to organize. This is the DJ's music library now. So inside 2024 Serato crate structure, we have our main genres. So they can come into here, and then if they want to play some UK music, they can go into here. If they want to play some grime, they can come into here. If they want to play some house, they can come into here. Hip hop, they can come into here. And then with this, because this is organized now, they now have a starting point. So if they want to start creating some more crates like 2021 hip hop or warm up R&B, they can go into here, find all those tracks, and then create those crates. So this is just me restoring this music library to help the DJ have a starting point. So the last thing we need to do now is just move all these tracks into their correct genre folders. So earlier we made some file format folders. So we're just going to create some genre ones now. So if I go into Finder, and then just outside here, I'm just gonna copy this in. And then you can see in here, we got genres. And if I go into here, we have all the different genres which are covered by MLT. So I'm gonna go back into Side Serato, and then I'm just going to click this again. And then we're gonna see genres in here. So what we need to do is go into our main genres, and we're just gonna drag all our tracks from Serato to these folders, and we should be finished. So country, no. Baseline, no. Remix, we have some remixes in here. So I'm just gonna drag these into remix. So I'm gonna move those. By the way, let me just show you as well. So all these are empty, yeah? So the only one that should be populated at the moment is remix. So if I go to Bangor, nothing in there. Sound effects, so I'm just gonna drag these in here. Soul, there's no soul music in here. Latin, no. UK music, there's quite a bit in here. So I'm gonna go UK music here. Cool, so UK funky, there's nothing in here. Disco, none. Motown, there's 1 song inside Motown. So let me just organize that. Dance music, there's 3 tracks in here. So I'm just gonna go to dance. So rock music, there's only 1 track in here. So rock. Reggaeton, so go to here, and then we got grime. So if I go to the grime folder, which is here, acapella, there's quite a few acapellas in here, so I'm just gonna organize that. And then we got house music. They haven't got that much house music, but let's do that. Reggae music, garage music, hip hop. They've got quite a bit of hip hop in here, so I'm just gonna drag that into here. Amapiano is up here. Jungle, literally got 1 track in here. Dancehall, quite a bit of dancehall inside here. Pop music, pop music will go inside here. Afrobeats will go inside Afrobeats. R&B will go in here. Drum and bass, I'm gonna just go up to drum and bass here, and then soca, the last one, we're gonna do that. So now all these tracks are in their genre folders. So if I go to Finder, we can see that all these tracks are now inside their genre folders. So we got our R&B folder here, we got our pop folder here, our grime folder, etc. So the only thing we need to do now is just move these 2 sort files. So we got no genre. So there's a 2 sort folder inside our genres folder. So I'm just gonna put the no genre tracks in here, which is 3. The no artist tracks are gonna go into here. So I'm gonna just move those. And then inside non-MLT genres, there's no tracks in there. So if we now go back to our Finder and then go into our MP3 folder, there's absolutely nothing in there because all the tracks have been moved out. So all we need to do now is just drag this genres folder inside MP3. And now this DJ's music library is organized completely by genres. Right, so that was me restoring and organizing this DJ's music library. If you are interested in me doing this to your music library, check the first link in the description down below. If you're interested in any of the tools that I've used in this video as well, check the link in the description down below. I want to give you guys 10% off. Now that you've watched this video, check this video out here.